Hello and welcome to this solo playthrough of Towers of Sifnos. I've already done a little bit of thinking over my first turn, so I'm just going to jump straight on in. There's two things I'm kind of considering though. One is that I already have 4 and a 6 on the back, and I have a 4 and a 5 in my supply. So I've got high numbers, but I've also got sort of similar numbers. So currently, I can see that silver is the one that's going to score the most points at the end. So the obelisk will be an obvious choice for me to focus on. But also with these kind of numbers, the temple could be a good option. So it's going for the lead benefits. That's kind of what I'm weighing up at the moment. So what will I do in my first turn? Well, my towers are spread out over here. My dice are down here. In my hand, I have some focus on placing tents, placing beacons, and placing dice in forts. So not too much direction there. Seeing as I have a 5, I guess not having a 5 is good. Getting a 4 is good on the board, I suppose. With my towers, I do have these two. So maybe I go for more of a beacon kind of strategy. I put a 4 here and a tower here. They give me an early, if I can win this one before they jump on it, maybe that's a good move. So I'm going to place my 4 over here. I don't have any silver cards, so I don't think I'll be mustering my first turn. So I will place down, that's a good space for a tower anyway, and do that. And then that's my invest and my construct done. Nothing to defend, so I'll draw 2 cards. More lead and more gold. Okay. And I'll get a die, a 1, so not common to what I was hoping for, and draw 1 tower carefully. I've got a jar. Alright, so for the solo, for the bot's turn, they're going to follow this little step here. They're going to draw a card and resolve it. If they can't resolve that card, they will simply draw a new card and try and resolve that one. They're going to resolve the defend step if they need to, and they're going to draw cards, which for them is moving around the rondel focus and picking up some points along the way. So their first card, I'm just going to place it here so I can see it better. They want to place a die and a tower into this region, and they can't, so they're going to look for the next region, which is B. So A, B, C on this card, which is here. They can place a die and a tower here legally, so they'll do that. It doesn't matter what number they place, so you just grab a die and throw it down. And for the tower, there's a little number system here, so they want to focus on this space first if they can, and they can, so they will place that there. At the bottom, sometimes there's an effect for them, but in this case, there needs to be at least one orange allied ship on the board first, so they ignore that. There's no invasion, no defense step, so they'll draw 2 cards. For them, that means just moving twice, around this track. I might just flip this over, actually. Might be better. We'll see. Any glare on that thing? I can't really tell anyway. I'll just go with that, though. All right, that's their turn over. So, back to me. Well, I could play down a card, just a recoup card. It gives me a quick early lead point, which could be good. Question is, am I going to try and pop this off, or do I just be patient? If I put down another tower here without placing a die, I would have 4 strength. They're unlikely to beat me there. I think actually almost impossible that they could. So in that case, I could, if I had the horse, I'd probably listen to 1, but I don't. I could break the suit, but it seems a bit early to be doing that. Maybe I just try and, I don't have any silver cards. If I had silver cards, I'd probably muster. What else is good to do here? I do like the idea of going there. They have started to build up some strength in this area, which I don't like. But I kind of want to keep my towers together. Could just be patient and try and get some more presence on the map. Maybe that's the play. Maybe go here. Let's go here, and then I'll place my 1. I could change the value. Placing a 4 is good. Maybe that's my aim for the the obelisk. So I could throw away a yellow card. I think I'll throw away this one before I invest to get 2 pip changes. I'll make this into a 4. This one I could change into a 2. Suppose I don't need. There's a 1 and a 2. There's a 1 over here. I think I'll leave it as it is, and I'll place my 4 into here. Alright, and there's no defense step, so I draw 2 cards. Here's some silver. Up for some muster actions. I will draw a die and draw a tower. Another 1. Maybe I should have changed it. Only at 9. Alright, and for their turn, they would like to place a fort and a die, and they'd like to go here first. They can go here though. So for a fort, we reveal it. They're going to get a point of any color. Anytime they get this icon, which can be from here or from their player board and from their cards, they're going to advance this color, silver in this case, 1 space around their little score track. And they're going to place that here, and they're going to put a die in that fort as well. They can't do the bottom part. There's no defense step. They get 2 cards. Just going to bump their silver 1 more space. All right. Back to me. Well, all kind of piling up everywhere at the moment. What am I doing? Still not sure if I want to play any cards down yet. I haven't really formed an idea of what I want to be doing. This is a good card for me though for later. If I go heavy on towers, this is a good card to keep. All right, I've got a jar and I've got the bow and quiver, which are great here and here. And up here. And you've got 4 strength here. I wouldn't really be able to get that one. Could claim this region. Give me a gold. Would give me a card. Really gold's not the best to focus on. Would get me my first 4 though, which would be a silver point and a 2. I don't know if I want the 2 though. Not this early. Getting 4 to be great, so I could change these to 4s. So, and this is a great card also for that reason too. What will I do? I think I'll go towers, and I think I might go muster. So this is close to popping off, so is this. So having a tower around here is great regardless. So I might go here with the construct. Now I might actually throw away this silver card. That's going to allow me to get 2 movements of my soldiers. And now I could actually place one. Have to be either in the middle or around this. So, or I could just bring up 1 more, but I think placing one's good. So if I plan for this to become a fort next turn, it would make sense to put it here, I think. All right, and there's no defend for me, so drawing 2 cards, 2 gold cards. All right. And for their turn, they would like to go here, here, or here. All right, so they're going here. They're going to place a die and a tower. So the die is just going to come here. They're going to go trigger an invasion. And the tower, they will take this one, I believe. Where are we? C. They would like this one. But they'll always opt for taking an empty space before covering you. They'll never go where they've already been. So they actually want to go here, but they can't because I'm there already. Because these 2 are empty, and of these 2 they want this one, so that is their wheat. Also, if they ever don't have the right one, then they'll do something else as well. They can't do the bottom part. So they are now into their defense step. We have an invasion. Who has the most lead? Nobody, so that doesn't happen. All right, so strength wise or might wise, I've got 1, 2, 3. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're clearly winning that one. They will get 1 black point. We go, they'll get 1 card, which moves the tracker around, and then all these dice will come back. For me, my guy stays alive because I didn't win. I get 1 card from that, so not the greatest first invasion for me, but another card's good. These will move around. That will move around. We won't resolve this until they finish their turn, essentially. Say for the solo player or any player, You shouldn't remove or resolve this drawing a ship until you've actually done all your dice and stuff, because it's quite important to know that you don't know what's going to happen with the ship. So, all right. So that's them for their defend step. We've now done the invasion. They have 3 dice from that. What happens with these is that for every die, you just move up their lowest influence. So, and it's always the topmost if they're tied. So 1, then 2, and then 3. And then these go back in their box. Cool. And then they get 2 cards. So boom, boom. Just going to give them a yellow and yellow 3, gold 3 has reached this space. They're going to target one of these 2 cards. And for that, we look at this little grid here. They are on the right-hand side of this grid. So they'll take the right card. They will increase that influence. And then I'll just discard the card. Cool. So that's the end of all of their turn, basically done. But we need to draw out a ship. So there are 7 ships, only 1 is orange. And we've got a gold ship. So it goes there. Now this moves away. I was keeping up there, wasn't I? All right. My turn. So we've got 2 ships here now, making this more attractive, but it's still, they've got the jump on that more than me. I didn't bring a tower out last turn, did I? One thing I forgot. 2 jars. Well, I could get a beacon down. I was thinking of doing this, wasn't I? But now I can actually do it over here. We'll put a fort there. That's probably a good idea. All right, so I do have more options now, though. Beacons moving ships could be quite strong early game. Getting a fort in here. A tent, I should say. I like that card too. I think I might play down this card to construct, because I think I'm going to place a beacon this turn. It's going to cost me 3 lead cards, which I'll pay. It's going to give me 1 lead point. And then I'm going to construct this. Now, because I've constructed, because I'm going to place a beacon, which I'll do first. What beacon would I like? So I'm not going to get more black than them. I am thinking of an obelisk. Silver is really important. I'm not sure how many forts I'm going to do, but I do want to do beacons. So I'll take from the bottom row. It's going to give me 1 silver point of influence. Now, I think, where do I want to go with this? So essentially, blocking them from covering me. One of these 2 makes the most sense, I think. I might just go here. We did just have an invasion. I might go here. Might be more important. Maybe we'll find out. All right. Now, because I've built a beacon, I can move a ship. This is more about moving one out of one where I think they will probably win into one I think that I will win. I mean, if I was winning this, I would probably move this in. But, I mean, it's only 2 to 1. Maybe next turn I go for that. I do want to score here, though. So maybe I just bring this black ship in. That's probably the better move. I think I'll win this one regardless. So I'll bring this black ship in. Now what I should have done before I did my construct action, I should have discarded a card and prepare, so that I could discard a card and invest and basically get 3 points of pip movement. All right, so I'm going to throw away, just retcon a little bit, this yellow. Oh, I actually like the card, don't I? This yellow card here. So after I play this card down, I should play this to change this into a 2. And then when I've done my construct, when I do my invest, I will throw away another yellow card to get 2 more. No, I didn't want to invest. Hang on. I'm undoing everything, aren't I? Crazy madman. All right, let's put it back to a 1. Here I'm thinking I'm going to be doing all 3 actions. I don't want to invest this turn. I want to muster. All right, undo all that stuff. Forget what you heard. I'm going to do muster. So I'm going to discard a silver card, as much as I like the card, to place this soldier, and then that's this part here. And then I'm going to retrieve my soldier, bring him back home to place a fort in that region. So, which fort? Probably this bottom one, because it's going to let me bring up. Well, I could even bring a guy up or move this guy over. I think I'll bring one up though, and place this here. Now that is one more might for me in that region, which is good. So I think that region's pretty much mine. Famous last words, but no. All right, so that's me. I've done, after all that, I did prepare this card. I constructed, which let me place a beacon, which let me move a ship. Then I dilly-dallied, then I came back and realized I should muster, placed a fort. There's nothing to defend, so I draw 2 cards. And this bot has been so patient, you're waiting for the turn. All right. Oh, a horse. I did want a horse. Of course. There and there, actually. All right. Their turn. They would like to go here, then here. So they can go here. They want to place a fort and a die, which they can do. Usually, it actually would be possible for a player because you need to place a soldier first, but the bot doesn't do that. So they're going to place a fort. That's going to give them a movement, which is actually just giving them one little bump here. I don't like that because I want to place a fort there. And they're going to place a die in that fort. They can't do the bottom part, so that is their turn. Mostly over. Then you get draw 2 cards, which gives them that and gives them 1 black influence, 1 lead. And I feel like they're doing much better than me, but they did win the first invasion. All right. So if I play this card down, I could place a die there and get a movement. I like that. I like that. Let's not think too hard. I'm going to play on this card during invest. It's going to cost me 2, although I say that now. I did want to change the die values, didn't I? Oh. Maybe I'll just hold off on that one. Getting more beacons is great. I can't move more into here though, which is what I would kind of want to do. With my beacon power. And placing my horse here actually isn't that great because I can't really place a die or much else there. I could put a fort under here. I've moved my soldier in, but it doesn't seem that great. What else could we do? I mean, I could just cover them here. I could just cover them. That's another option. I do want to go like here, I guess. I'm going to try to do a real strong beacon kind of focus. Oh, could actually get this guy into here. Place a fort and do the horse here. But I do want my horse other places. Okay, so if I do this one, if I go here with a 4, let's see, the first thing I was going to do, I'm going to get 2 dice back. I actually don't need to do a 4, I can do a 3. Place 1 here, then 1 here. There's also like, this is a, not that great. So a sneaky jump in there too. Actually, trying to get more in here is good because they're likely to win this. So placing one of these 2 towers is pretty good. Or even this one. Okay, maybe that's what I should be doing. Okay. All right. I could do another muster fort kind of thing. Maybe place it here. That's probably a good idea. Right, so I'm going to throw away this card. Silver card lets me place here. I'm going to do another fort, just like I did last turn. And, ooh, what do I want to push here? I might get a point. I think I'll use that to get 1 silver point. Now, I could either place a die, which would actually make us tied so they would win, or I could place a tower. So I guess I'm placing a tower. Question is, do I just place my jar, or do I might actually break suit. I think I'm going to place my jar here. So I'm going to throw away a lead card to break the suit, so I don't have to match the icon on the board. And I'm going to place the jar there instead. And there's no other things to resolve, so I draw 2 cards for my coup. And too bad. I will draw 1 tower. Another horse. I do want horses. That's all right. All right, their turn. So they're almost about to add an orange ship into the bag. They would like to place here. They want to place a tower and a die, which they can. So because the die, the tower, they'll pick one of these two spots first. And for them, they want the 3, which is the horse. Oh, no, it means I have to cover them. They could have covered me, though, I guess. All right, and they can't do the bottom part. There's no invasion. They gain 2 cards, which gives them a silver influence. And we're back to me overthinking again. All right, so I could just cover them straight away. Just get in their face. Did want this card, I didn't know. All right, can I do what I was going to do last time? So, I only need to get a 3. I think I can do it. I'm going to place this during my prepare step. Spend 2. I'm going to spend all these cards anyway. So 2 gold cards. Spend a gold point. Now when I invest into forts, I can move a soldier. I'm going to spend a yellow card to up this 1 to a 3. I'm going to place this 3 in this fort. And that's going to let me move a soldier. So I'm just going to bring this guy up. And then either build a tower or... I could just cover them. I don't have 2 cards. I can't cover them. I can break suit. So I could place a tower here. Or I could just do some more mustering just to kind of get prepared. I guess I can't do much though. I could just place this guy, bring 1 guy up. Which isn't great. Or move this guy 1 space. I think I should just break suit. Get these towers on the board. Alright. I'm going to place this here instead. Okay, and we do have an invasion. 3 dice in this region. And here we go. Alright, so the most lead is them. So they get the free move, which for them is just rotating this disc 1 space. I have got much more might than they do. So I'm going to be getting the gold, the lead, and the card. So gold and lead go up. And 1 more card. Oh, another good invest card. My 2 dice come back, which I'll place soon. Their dice comes back. I don't place this till their next turn. So, but there is a reminder. For them, they have 1 tower, so they get 1 card, which again for them is 1 movement. These ships are going to move around. And then, before I draw out a new one, I have to finish off my defend and my recoup steps. So, I'm going to place this 4 onto the obelisk, which gives me a pip change. So I'm going to change this into a 4 as well. And place it here for 1 silver point. But now, I'm shooting for the obelisk. I want 4s. I've got a 4 over here and a 4 over here. I need 1 more. I'm good. All right. And that's my defend done for my recoup. Draw 2 cards. More fort stuff. The game's telling me to do forts. And I get a die. I'm on 4. 3. I'll take it. And another tower. And now we reveal a new ship. And their ship is a silver ship. I like silver ships. Okay, as long as I score them. Their turn. Alright, this is the last card in this stack. So next turn I'll be adding a ship to the bag. They would like to go here, then here with a... Oh, they don't need a die. I do need a die. I do need a die. So they can't do this card at all. All 3 die spots are blocked. So we discard that one. And now they've got a new draw pile. This goes in the bag. And they reveal this card. Alright. They'd like to go here. They want to place a die and a soldier, and they can. So they're going to place a die into my fort, which gives me a card from the supply. Usually you give a card to the player if you're playing with people. And they're going to place their soldier. They have triggered an invasion too. They can't do the bottom part, so we're on to the invasion step. Right, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strength. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the most lead influence. They gain 1 point on this track, which is going to raise their silver. And I'm just getting 2 cards for my 2 towers. My die is coming back to my defend. Their dice are coming back here, which will resolve in a second. Their soldier will go away because they won an invasion. And this thing here, yeah, so they gain these things. Almost missed that. So they gain 1 silver influence and 1 card movement. Cool. And then they will, for these 3 dice, they will return them, increasing their lowest. So 1, 2, 3. Nothing new for them. They're one away from getting one of these. And based on how I'm playing, I actually don't know. I mean, the forts one, maybe? I wasn't expecting to go that heavy on forts, but maybe I am. All right, that's the end of the defense step. There are no ships to move here, but they will get 2 cards, which does that. Then we will reveal a ship. And it is a lead ship. All right, so my turn. I'll be placing this during my defense step. Good to know. Now, what do I have for cards? All right. What am I doing? This top region is looking better and better now. So you've got 3 strength. I've got 3 strength. I could win that one. I could place a fort up the top and then place this as like a 4. That's probably a good move. But if I win this one, then this one becomes even more attractive because this lead ship moves in here. So the chain begins to happen. I should probably try and win that, I think. So with that in mind, I guess I'm going up here. Oh, I guess with what I had in mind, I suppose I'm doing invest and muster. So do I want to play a card? I will need to play 2 cards. Yeah, we'll need to play 2 cards for that. So don't think I'll be playing in a card during prepare. Throw away. What will I throw away? Throw away this gold card during invest to change this to a 4. I think I will change this to a 2. And I'm going to place. Oh, before I actually did that completely wrong. I should have mustered first, but I will be doing that anyway. So let's muster first. We throw away a silver card. Lets us place the soldier. And then we return the soldier to place a fort. Oh, this is good. I can get an extra die. Which I could have used during that step. So hang on, before I do all this, let's leave that as a 3. Leave this as a 1, because this will matter. All right, so I'll place this. I get a card from the tile itself. And then because I cleared this column, I get to roll a die into my defend area, which will matter. It's a 3, so it's good. So the gold card I discarded, I can use those 2 pip changes to make this into a 3, to a 4. And then I've already got a 4 out there though, don't I? I don't need that many 4s. But that's still a good change. This one, I could just finish this. This die I can put somewhere else, I suppose. Other ways of getting, I could go for the storehouse. That's an option too. But otherwise, I want to try and get lots of silver. So placing like a 4 here would be good. Yeah, this is interesting. So now I'm getting this 4 back soon. Maybe I turn this down to a 2, and I go for the theatre, or even the storehouse. I think I'll do that. Let's turn this 3 into a 2. Right, and I'll place. Let's place the 1. I think I might go storehouse. Place the 1 up here. All right, so what I did was I mustered, I placed the soldier, I returned him to place down a fort, they gave me a card, gave me an extra die into here, then I invested, discarded a gold card in order to get 2 pip changes, change this 3 to a 4 and this 3 to a 2. Also placed in a fort, so I get to move a soldier, so I will. And now we have an invasion for the defense step. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strength, might. They have 3 might. So I get the win on that. But first, who has the most lead? That is them. They rotate this and they move that. I'll be getting 1 gold and 1 lead and a card. I've also now hit 3 on here. So I get this card straight away, which will give me another gold point. And a nice card. These will peel off. For them, they do have 1 card draw, so they'll rotate this 1. They're going to get these for their next turn. I get my 1 back, now I have to place all these dice. So the 4s are obvious, they're going into the obelisk. It's me 2 silver points. And then the 1, I'm going to go to the storehouse. I'm going to place it on here, which gives me a pip change, making this into a 1. So I want to try and hit very low numbers in here. You never go high or low in the storehouse. All right. So we've done all of that stuff, and they will place their dice on their turn. The last thing to do is my recoup. I now actually get 1 extra tower, so I get an extra one out. I get another die. 2, that's good. And I get 2 cards. Lots of lead cards. All right, we can work with that. Figure that out on my next turn. And now we draw out a ship. All right, surely that gold ship's coming out, or the orange ship's coming out soon. No, the lead ship. All right, that is all of my turn done, I believe. Over to their turn. They want to focus right here. And they'll want to place a worker and a soldier and a die, and they can, so they will. Very quick turn for them. And they can't do the bottom part. They will get 2 cards, which gives them 1 black, which does mean they get to take one of these. So there are 3 options here, top, middle, and bottom. So divide this grid into top, middle, and bottom. They're in the bottom. Oh, they're taking away the fort one. That's kind of annoying. Yes, I could go for the building one. I don't think I'm pushing 1 influence that hard, so maybe I could try and complete 3 buildings. We'll see. All right, they get this tile. This is worth 6 points. At the end of the game, they don't care what's on the front. They just get 6 points at the end of that. So that was them doing that. I've lost track a bit of what I was doing. They've done their turn. They did that. They got them that. They should have placed these first, which would have done this anyway. So it's 1 and then 2. Doesn't make a difference anyway. All right, that's their turn. All right, so I did have a bunch of lead cards in my hand. Could just ditch all of these to do that. Oh, another beacon one. I do have 5 beacons left. I thought I was going beacons, but I'm not really doing beacons. I will soon though. So maybe doing that is this is quite cool. It could be a move. Oh no, it's a ship move. This one's very cool for the invest strategy into forts, which I think I like that more. Let's play down this card. So now when I place into forts, I both get a move and a place of a soldier. It's going to cost me 4 lead cards. Pricey, but worth it. So I'm 1 away from choosing one of these, which I like. And then I really wanted to do this tonight. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to there 2. So I can get that. We can do another fort in there, which I think is probably the good move. So I'll throw away a silver card. Same trick we've been doing most of the game. Pull him back. Place out a fort. Interesting. I think I might actually play this one to get that last black point that I was hoping to get. So that I can claim, I'm going to go for the building one because it gives me a die this turn into my workshop. So 2, that's good. That's really good. Nice. Okay. So I've done my muster. Now I'm going to invest. I could change this. I don't really need to though. I've got very low numbers. I'm going to hit the 8. 8's the max for the payout, 20 plus. So yeah, I'll just place the 1 into here. Now when I get that, I get a soldier move and a soldier place. So let's move 1 up. I don't really want to place him in here because he's just going to get returned. So I'll place him in the middle. You can always place any number of soldiers in the middle. Usually you have to work on your active region, but that breaks out the rule as well. All right, so I've done all that. We've got another invasion. And the most lead, I've got 5, they've got 7, so they get that little benefit again. I'm getting 1 of each influence, so we'll just push all those along. And they are getting 1 from this tower. Their die will come back to them. These 2 dice come back to me. These will move around. And then I need to place my dice. All right, so the 4 is definitely going on top of the obelisk. It's giving me 3 silver influence, which is great. It does put this ship into the bag though. And for my 2 and my 1, I might as well put the 1 in here, change this into a 1, and put it here to get a card. Excuse me. So 1 more die here. I can put a 5, it would still be fine. I'll get 2 points of my choosing, 2 influence, which is good. All right, so that is my defend done. I will get to draw 2 cards for my recoup. Gold cards. I will get a die. And now we have to resolve the ship draw. All right, there's not many ships left. There's 2. I think there's maybe 6 in here. There we go. Here's our first orange ship. Our allies have arrived. And we're each going to get 1 card for every 2 silver that we have. So for them, they've got, I guess it'd be me first technically. I am getting 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice payout. And they have got 7. They're getting 3 cards. Yep, 3 cards. So they go 1, 2, 3. So they get 1 more silver point, which I don't like. I want to have the most silver. Currently, I've got 1 more silver than they do. So try and win that race. But I have now done the obelisk. So that was my main way of pushing that. I need to probably try and target, using my construct power, target getting the silver ships and scoring them more. Maybe I can pull these guys into here, win this one again. Yeah. Although this is also something worth fighting for because that is takeable. They've got 1 point on me there and there's a lot of ships here. Fighting for this stuff towards the late game might be the play. All right. We've done all of that and that is my turn complete. Their turn. They will reveal a card. Okay, they would like to focus right here. They'd like to place a die and a tower, which they can. And because it's my fort, I get a card. And they place a tower. They want to focus on this wheat one, which they can. The bottom part requires 2 orange ships, so they won't be doing that. There's no defense step for them. And they will get 2 cards, boom, boom, which does give them 1 more silver influence. Oh, they should place this first. Give them 1 more gold. All right, my turn. So, got a lot of cards to look at now. We have a bunch of silver, which is good because I want to play on silver cards to get silver influence. Oh, this could be great, actually. I was placing forts, not placing in forts. Playing a silver card probably is good. Also for a gold card. I could play down 2 cards. Do have 2 forts left to place, so giving myself some motivation to place them is probably a good thing. Alright. So I want to place a die, I think, just to make this happen. Do I try and win? Kind of hit most of the milestones I need to hit on these now. We're going to get cards off gold soon, and then really it's almost all about silver. I am only 1 behind them on this, but we're getting towards the final chase now, so I think just playing silver cards is good just for points. Let's do this. I think this works out. I think. I'm just going to do it anyway. Put in this muster card for 3 silver. Get those points up. Now when I place forts, I get to move a ship. So I think I can pull these ships around. I think I can focus on that, I reckon. It's probably the play. All right, so I could do a beacon by placing a tower over them there. Or really I can just go here. Maybe I do like, oh, no, I couldn't do that. Do I have, no. Kind of want to advance this one by placing a die. It's one thing I do want to do. I could just place this one, and then this will pop off 2. Although doing it in sequence is better. I might do that. All right, I'm going to place over them. So discard 2 cards. It's going to throw away 2 of my lead cards to place on top of their tower. That is giving them 2 cards. They do move twice, which gives them 1 gold influence. All right, so then I think I will just place my 2 into my fort. When I place in forts, I get to move a soldier and place a soldier. Again, I think I'm just... Actually, yeah, I could move this guy instead, but then I don't get to place one. Move in place. Let's just do that. I probably want to try and push out a bunch of move real quick to get these guys out. But that was my invest and my construct done. Almost done. I just realized I didn't place a beacon. So I should have done that during my construct step. But what I would be doing though with this, I'm going to pull this ship into here. That was the first part of that plan, and the beacon I'll place. I do want to place 2. So I mean, doing this one's probably good because I will probably do that. I don't know if I'll be doing this. It gives me 1. Oh, that's a silver point though. Will I place more tower? I think I will place more forts. So maybe just push for the top row. Let's do this. Let's get a silver point from this. This one has to go around here, so I'll go here. Get 1 silver point from that beacon. And I've already moved the ship. All right, nothing to defend. I draw 2 cards. I draw a tower. My limit is 3 and a die. 5. All right, and for their turn, they will... Oh, that's kind of good for me. I like that. They want to place a die and a soldier here, and they will do that. It actually helps me advance that region because they have no chance of winning this one. Silly bot. All right, they don't do the bottom part. There's nothing to defend. They get 2 cards. I'll take that nice little hand from them. Stand there. All right, so I could just swoop in and win that now, but I want to bring more ships around first, I think. Because getting 1 more silver ship in there is great. What they have done, it is kind of annoying though, is that they have blocked this because I wanted to place that there for the beacon. I could place this one instead. That's an option. I could even like move these soldiers into here just to try and really lock up this region for later. Because even if they place a 3 here, I'm still winning that. So I think going for beacons and forts is the best move. I know I want to be placing dice for this though. I'll definitely get the 4 points, but will I get 6 points? I don't know. I got 1 or 2 dice on that. That die has been there the entire game. They've never interacted down here. All right, which is also a pretty easy win too. 3 points. All right. Anyway, cards. I've got cards in hand. Oh, no, oh, that's awesome. Okay, we're doing this. Don't even think about it. Playing this card down for 3 yellow, 3 gold. And now when I place a fort, I can move 2 ships, which is exactly what I wanted to be doing. So, do I do a fort and die here? Or do I do like a fort die type thing in here, pull this around? Or do I not place a die this turn? Do I just do a fort and a tower? Which should probably be here and here, I think would be what I'd do. I think I'll do that. I don't have a horse though. That's another card spend. I have to actually, to place a fort, I need a silver card, which would be spending my 2 cards as the silver card. That's not great. Placing a beacon couldn't get me any cards. Interesting. The other thing at the end of the game, once it triggers, every die that you have in your own fort comes back to you and you can then place it. So I do have like 2 empty forts out there. Just dropping off dice here and there could allow me to like finish the theater or something. It's the other option. Oh, decisions. That's why I want to build these beacons, eh? That's the thing I'll do. Oh, place a beacon, I get a card here. Okay. So I could, yeah, I think I can do this combo here. So I'm going to ditch a black card, a lead card, in order to change the suit. So I don't need a horse. I want to save my helmet. And yeah, let's use this over here. Now that's a beacon. I'm going to place this gold beacon, which I'll put here. A gold point, and I get a card. That's the important part. It's not silver, but if it was silver, that'd be even cooler. Now I could muster here because I've got 2 cards now. And I think I should. So for my 2 cards, I could either just get 2 moves or a place. I think I'll get the 2 moves with my card here. This guy's going to go up, and then this guy's coming down. I guess it doesn't make much difference how I do that. Maybe I should actually just go 1, 2 with this guy. He's already in there. He can come down here later. Then I'm going to return this to place a fort. And it's top row anyway. I guess this one gets me another soldier movement. So I could bring this guy down. Probably a good move. All right. All right, and I have now placed a fort, so I get 2 ship movements. 1, 2. Oh yeah. All the silver ships are mine. And there's no invasion. I'm just feeling like there is, but there's not. Cool. So I'm going to get 2 cards, and I'm going to get a tower. And that is it. Hey, some more silver cards. I like that. All right, for their turn. They would like to focus on here and then here. They'd like to place a die and a tower, which they can. So they can place a die in my fort, which gives me a card. And the tower they want will be this one here, just the horse. Oops, I'm just throwing a horse across the whole board. Cool, and they can't do the bottom part. There's no invasion there. They get 2 cards, which gives them 1 lead point. So they're currently on 21 points of influence. And I'm on 24, so it's very close influence-wise. They do have 6 points here. I've only got, well, currently 2, but almost 4. I am slightly ahead on the silver, so it's very close. I can hopefully get some points off of this, which will really help. And then it's really, and winning this will be awesome. So, all right, so my turn. I'm not playing any cards down this turn. I think getting this now is great. I could get 1 more ship in there, I guess, if I did do it on the beacon, which I could. But then I couldn't actually place the die. Do I just keep? If I triggered an invasion, I can't do it in this turn, but it's another way of bringing a ship around. What am I doing? All right, so the plan for my dice, the 2 is going here. I do a 6, but it may never come back to me. And so I really want to force it to come back. I guess doing like the 1 and the 6 is not a bad move to try and get the columns. Or just the theatre alone, I guess it's not too bad. Getting out my last 4 would be a pretty good play, I think. But also placing a beacon is also a good play. Well, I could just hit this with a fort and a die. Maybe that's the best move. All right, over here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can't trigger on the next turn anyway, so maybe I'll leave that for my next turn. I'll do this now. Placing a fort can let me bring in another ship, which is good. They'll actually send one of these silver ships around to here, which is cool, and I could win that one. So that's probably a good move. All right, so I'm going to do a fort again. I can't move up and place, so I'm going to have to use one of the guys that's already on the board. So I'm going to use a silver card. This is the only kind of bad part, is that it's kind of the guys I want to use. And they make me stronger in this region. I guess I'm doing it. He's going to walk over here for 2. He's going to come back and become a fort. Going to get me a card from that, and I can move 2 ships. So I guess we'll just... Gold's more valuable than lead right now, so I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, and I'm going to do a invest action into here. As far as the value goes, I don't really know what I should be doing. The 3 is fine for the theatre, I guess, because it's in the middle. So I'll just do my 3 as it is. That's going to my fort, which is going to let me move and place a soldier. So we'll move this guy up, place him. All right, we've got an invasion happening over here. The most lead, I only have 6. They have 8, so they get the free move. They are getting almost nothing from this, which is great. The soldier will stay there. The die will come back. They're getting no cards. I get 3 silver influence, which is awesome, and 1 gold. These will peel off like this, bringing the extra one I talked about into there. They should be forward. And my 2 dice come back. Now I place them. So the 2's going in here. Gets me a card. And because I finished the storehouse, I get 2 influence of my choice. And I mean, it has to be silver, I think, at this point. Gold's also good for, like, getting 1 gold might be good. It's 1 more card. Even right now. I do have a decent lead. Pretty decent lead, actually. But I don't think I want to risk it. So I'm going to get 2 silver influence. That, and for the 3, I'm going to place it here. Now again, I could, I guess, get... Maybe now I go for the gold. This actually would have scored really well. Oh, man. I could have just pushed this to the limit and got 6 points off it. Okay, let's just do 1 gold here. All right, and that is the end of my defense step. So now I recoup, draw 2 cards and 1 die, and then we draw out a ship. It is a silver ship. Silver ships are coming. All right, for their turn. Last card from this draw pile. The game is coming to a quick end, I think. They would like to go here with a fort and a tower, which they can do. So their fort, going to give them a card. It's a move, which gives them a silver influence. They're going to place a tower, and they would like to go here as their second option. The first one's already blocked by themselves. Now they do also get a card, which gives them 1 more bump. There's no invasion, but they do place this die, which raises their lowest, and then they get 2, which will raise their silver. All right, my turn. I want to try and win this quickly, I think, is the idea. I've got no more forts to place. I would like to place more beacons. It's that one there's just lingering. There's a beacon right there. I do have these ones here, but it means a lot of covering. But maybe that's also part of winning. It's covering them there. I could get a beacon right here, I guess. That's probably a good move. So that will cost me 2 cards to them. I could just place my 5. I kind of want to have like a 4 in here, I guess, and then a 5. I can't do any more big forts to make them different numbers. So maybe this was a bad move. I don't know. What else can we do? Card-wise, I could just play down a silver card for its point. Not that bad, actually. So if I played this, I wouldn't have enough cards. I don't think I'll play any cards, but I am going to construct, and to do so, I'm going to ditch 2 cards, cover them. That's going to give them 2. That is going to get me a beacon, which I may as well go for this one to get me the... Well, I've got options, I guess, don't I? I think the 2 points is better, though. So we'll go... So it's here. Oh, here. They can't go here anyway, so I guess over here. They gave me a gold point. And because I placed a beacon, I can move a ship. I guess there is a play where I try and move these out to bring in more silver, but I do plan on placing a beacon next turn. That's maybe not a bad move. And I don't know if, I mean, they very easily will win this one. But moving that ship doesn't make much difference. They've got 4 up there to my 3. Oh, my 4. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm going to move this black ship out, making room for one more silver ship at the end. I'm going to place for invest, place my 5. And that's my turn. Draw 2 cards, and a tower and a die. And for their turn, they're going to add this ship. What have we got in here? Let's have a peek. We've got 3 orange ships and 1 gold ship. So it could be 2 invasions more when it's done. Game is very close to ending. Okay, they would like to go to here. They can't. They go here next. So they almost went here. Wow. Okay, but they're going to go here. They want to place a fort and a die, which they can. They're going to get a card for placing that fort, which gives them a gold point, and they'll place a die. And there has been 1 orange ship, so they'll get to place a tent. That same region. So they got a bit stronger down there now. All right, and there's no invasion. They get 2 cards. Back to me. Well, they've definitely won that region now. They're very close to getting some beacons out too. But I would like to go here, I think. I'll need a 1 to place in order to make this happen. Unless I can get a network card, but I don't have one in my hand. I mean, I could just play that card down and get more cards out of it. No, I need to give them 2 cards. That's the rough part. But this will let me move that ship in. That's going to give me 2 more. I don't want to overcap on my silver either. So playing more silver cards might not be a good move. I think I've won that race. Although if I'm ahead by 4, they don't get the 2 points. So it's actually worth 6 points to me to be ahead of them in a way. So maybe I do. Maybe I just played on a small silver card. Smallish. Seems like I'm going heavy on ship movement as a thing. Actually, this card's pretty good. Let's do this one. Construct. When I cover, I get to move a soldier. We'll ditch 3 silver cards for that. Get a silver point. Now I'm going to pay them 2 cards. Cover this one. Going to get them 2. Does give them a point. Now I've covered them, so I get to move a worker, soldier. I can move this guy out. I can live. Probably better. Because they've only got 4 points of might, and they've got way more than that. So I can move him out so that he won't have to come back. And then I've placing a beacon. So I've got the point of a... Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to get it anyway, aren't I? So let's do this one. I get a point of my choice. I actually get a black point. We'll put this here. I'm just going mad on the beacons this game. It's going to give me a point and also move a ship. So the ship part's easy. That's done. And the point may as well be gold, I think. They're on 10 lead. Oh, let's go gold. I'm going to get 2 of this. I can probably get that last one quite easily. I don't want to overshoot. But they could very well just finish this on the next turn. They haven't seen many of these cards, so there's a high chance they just trigger the end on their turn, and I don't get. Although this could maybe it couldn't get me a silver point. Maybe I won't get that gold point. I'll get a silver instead. Let's be a bit safer. All right, now we've got my... Oh, I can't place a die. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I was thinking I had all the cards and stuff ready, but I can't place a die. I'm not going to undo that turn because it's too many cards that passed hands. So I guess I'll be mustering. This was the mock grab place. So I have to do something here. This is a really sad turn. I did get 1 move from here. I can't place a fort anyway. Oh, that's all right. Let's just take it on the chin. There's a really bad little second turn there. But there's no invasion. I draw 2 cards. That was going to be a big epic turn, and it wasn't. And I get a tower. All right, their turn. They would like to go up the very top. They can't place a fort there, though, so they would like to go there. They can't place a fort there. They can place a fort and a tower here, so they're going to do that. On the rare cases, they place under. So they'll get a move, which gives them that. They'll place a tower. They want to go here. They can. They'll get a card. Gives them a silver point. And then they get no dice or anything, no invasions. They get 2 cards. Okay. All right. Stop being such a rookie. I had to play my entire hand to make one of these into a 1. I think it's still worth it, though. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So in the prepare step, I'll make this into a 3. And then in the invest step, I'll ditch a yellow to make it into a 1. So I'm investing here. Nothing else triggers there. I can then muster or construct. Can't actually afford to construct, so I guess I'm mustering. Oh, again, this is just another really weak turn. Probably moving a guy somewhere on the map's good. I mean, this is stitched up. There's no point moving him in there, other than to get him closer to there, I guess. I think I'll just take the move on my board. All right. 2 very sad muster turns, but I will trigger this invasion, which was the plan last turn. So they still have the most lead, so they get the free move, which does get them a silver point, sadly. I want them to finish on... I want them on no higher than 15, I think is the play. All right, I get maximum, or not maximum, that and that. These come around. For them, well, that was me done basically. For them, they get 2 cards. Their die will come back to them for next turn. My 2 dice come back. So what were we doing with these? I have no idea. They're not the best. I can't put them in a theatre. You know, I could just go like temple and gate, or even just gate. I kind of wanted to finish one more building, but now I'm spreading out, which is not good. Hopefully this hasn't fallen to pieces for me in the last few turns. I know I want to place this, and the easiest place is over here, which means having a 4, which I do have. So with that in mind, oh man, I wish I had like a 4 and 2 here already. That'd be awesome. I've got a 4 coming in soon, hopefully. We'll see. Maybe I won't. But I think the gate is the best play. Maybe let's go for the card and the point. All right, we get a card. Okay, and then recoup. I get 2 cards. I get a die. Good. And we resolve this. Will we have an orange ship? Most likely. Yes. Okay. So for every 3 gold influence, we get a card. It means I get 4 cards. 2, 3, 4. They will get 3 cards. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now they're getting close. Oops, that was meant to be there. They're getting close to hitting their silver point and then another silver point. So I don't like that. Not at all. I kind of want the game to end. So if they don't invade, maybe I just go here and make it end. I mean, I know that would give them 2. Oh, I don't want that to happen. I could move the ships out, maybe. Anyway, their turn. Okay, they want to go here, which I think is fantastic, but they can't because there's a fort. So they would want to go here next. Here next with a fort and a tower. They can and they will. So they're going to place a fort. It's their last fort. They get a point, which I don't like because it's the silver one. They place a tower. So the only legal place is here, and they can cover me. It does mean I get 2 cards though. So I don't mind that so much. Then they'll get a card for themselves. The black point. There is no invasion. And they do place this die, which does raise their lowest. And they get 2 cards. 1 away from that. I want the game to end. Okay. Can I be clever? Is the big question. So there's no guarantee anyway. There's 1 more yellow chip, 1 more gold chip in there. So I could trigger an invasion and still not end the game. And if I did this, I'd just be handing them points. The good thing about this, though, is it's... oh, no, it'd be 1. I've already got a 1. I mean, putting dice into forts is a good play for me right now. I could just work towards this. I don't need to win more silver because I've already capped it out at its maximum. Placing... I don't know. I can finish that. This is a tough one. All right. Points from cards is probably a good move. Also got some tent cards in my hand, which could be useful. Don't really want to play on silver cards anymore, though. It's the... I know I want to place this. That's what I'm doing. I want to place this here. I guess I'm placing a die. I guess that's what I'm doing. So invest, we're placing a 4. Oh, sorry, before I do that, prepare. So I think playing this card's good. I'm playing down this defend card. I'm going to pay 3. Do I have any defend cards in hand? Don't. Is that good? I think it's... I don't know if it's actually that good. I might just play this little one down into muster. Let's get rid of these 2 defend cards so I don't bait myself. All right, that's me 1 point. Here I can discard a card to move a soldier, which could be useful. And then I'm going to invest. I want to do this. I need to change the suit because I don't have the helmet, so I'll play a lead card. And I think we'll go with the wheat. Yeah. That's a beacon. It doesn't matter if you've been covered. It's still fine. It's just having 1 each. That's my last beacon, which does let me move a ship and give me a lead point. And we'll just put it here. It's not very often that I clear this whole board, so happy with it. I get to move 2 ships, actually. So getting these guys out is key, I think. So I might just actually move both these into here. Kind of risky. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think if they go here, I might have a chance of swinging it. So I could deny them those points. But we'll see. All right, there's nothing else for me to do there. I've basically finished off what I was hoping to finish off. So I recoup 2 cards, 1 tower, 1 die. This game is coming to a close very soon. All right, their turn. They want to go here. Here we go. They want to place a die in a tower. They can. And the tower they want of these 2 would be this lower one. They have triggered an invasion. This could be the end of the game. They'll also get to place a worker, soldier, just to show off, basically. They've definitely won that region. All right, so invasion over here. All I'm getting is my little die back. But the cool thing is I denied them those silver points. So this might be awesome. We'll see. They get 2 black points and 1 card, which does give them 1 silver point. These come around over here. Oh, no, they're going to get it from the dice. They're going to get it from the dice. Oh, sad. Well, it's not that sad. I can't deny them. Oh, no, they won't. They won't. No, because these give them the lowest. I was thinking it gave them their silver. All right, we're all good. We're all good. No panic. But they do gain then 2 cards after that, which is going to go 1 more card, and they'll be 4 away from me, which means that they would. That's right. Is that 1, 2? Yeah, it means they would get 2 points. I'm trying to deny them the 2 points from second place. That's what I'm trying to get. All right, they've done all of their steps. I've actually done that before that, but it's fine though. We reveal a ship. This could be the end of the game. 1 in 3 chance. It's the end of the game. There we go. Okay, so final steps. Any dice that are in forts come back. I will get to place this as well. So it's done in 2 from me. So I'll get to place this die. Basically, I'm just getting a point here. so doesn't matter. For them, that's in my fort, that's in my fort. This isn't their fort, so they get this back, which will just raise their lowest, so that's fine. Oh, that was intense. So let's work out their score first. They have got 15, 29, and 42. They don't have enough soldiers on the map for any points. So I say 42. So I said 29, 42, 48. So 48 points. Let me just get some dice so I don't forget that number. 48. They didn't qualify for the 2 points because I was more than 4 points ahead of them. So that was my whole denial play. But they got the points from the influence, 6 points from this. If they had soldiers on the map, I was like, much like players, they would get points there too. And that's the other thing they would score is this, but they didn't. So 48. I think I've got this. I feel like I've played a pretty strong game and really denied them a lot of those important points. I'm getting 4 from up here. And I got a lot of points here too. So 4, 24, 38, and then 47. Yeah, I've won. All right, 47 for this one here. 8, 49, 50, 51. And then from here, 52, 53, 54, 57, and then leftover stuff, 57, 58, 59. So 59 to 48. I'm pretty happy with that. I often lose our games on these videos, so on the solo videos, so I'm glad to actually finally play a win. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to check out the Kickstarter link below so that you can back this game on Kickstarter, and also the Great Sea, which is also available. Thanks.